Hello, everybody. We're going to be doing an adventure today called Bump in the Night. It is a one shot. It is for people coming into Harnmaster 3 for the first time. They want to do a little test of the game, and this is my little thing to do so they get a little bit of feel of everything, a little bit of learning how to do skills, learning how to do some combat, a little bit of a story. And today we've got Sammy. She is a thief, like Kavar. She grew up with her without parents. Her uncle took her in. Her uncle basically kind of threw her to the side, didn't care about her, wanted to do his own thing. So Sammy had to find her own means to kind of survive. So Sammy started working with the Thieves Guild, and she would take messages from places to places, be lookout, and do a little bit of uh, cutting the purses of some of the merchants at the town square. Now she's come of age, and she wants to cut her teeth on doing something a little more adventurous. And she's heading over to the Wooden Spoon, which is a local tavern, and she's going to meet her Thieves Guild liaison, which is called the Pickle Man. And as you can tell by his name, the guy likes pickles. And we're going to start our scene with Sammy coming into the Wooden Spoon. So Sammy, it's about midday. You got one of your old friends that you know that's younger than you handed you a note saying that the Thieves Guild would like you to meet the Wooden Spoon and talk to the Pickle Man.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Sammy. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. I'm glad to see that you've decided to take a little more responsibility and step up a little bit and help out the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, you know me, always trying to move up.
He goes, well, Blair, our local weaponsmith, he needs an item retrieved, and he would like to talk to you in his office after working hours tonight, and he'll tell you what he's looking for. Um, you'll get a cut, like always. He will be paying the guild, and then we'll be giving you your percentage. And we good luck, and we hope you do well.
Okay, sounds all right.
Okay, and at this time, Sammy's got her orders, what she needs to do, and she will end up walking through town and end up making her way over to the weaponsmith. You arrive at the weaponsmith at midday. The shops are closing up. Um, Mr. Blair is on the outside of his establishment as you come walking up the street.
All right.
Oh,
Mr. Blair,
yes. How can I help you?
you wanted to see me?
Oh, um, I didn't realize that you were a member.
Well, about to be.
Well, come on in. Let's talk in my office. So he'll walk back to his office. You can see that he has a pretty modest couple forages and some anvils, and he makes small stuff, a little bit of weapons, a little bit of armor, mostly horseshoes and nails and stuff that are needed for building supplies. And he offers his seat to you. He says, "Well, um, I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but I have a little bit of a gambling problem, and I lost a brooch in a bet, and I need it back." And I was hoping that you'd be able to get it back for me. Thieves Guild has already given a price for it, and I'm kind of nervous.
Well, I don't really think the Thieves Guild wants me to go after that for you.
Oh yes, that I I've already paid for the services, and they told me that the person that would be taking this brooch from the person that I lost it to, you'd be able to take care of it.
Well, okay.
So I lost a bet to the cobbler, and I swear he's cheating. Swear he's cheating, but I know he has it. He's had it for a week now. I think he's gonna be selling it soon, so I need to get it back because my wife doesn't know that that I took it. Luckily, she hasn't found out that it's gone, and if you could get that back for me as soon as possible, it would be great.
All right, I'll do that for you.
Okay, so if you just send one of the messengers over, and when on the night that it's going to be done, and I will wait for you at the local park here at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We can meet there and exchange the trinket.
Can do.
All right. So you've got a little bit of time from here. He didn't give you a set date. He needed it soon, but at this point, I want you to roll um, your 3d6. I want you to roll 3d6 against your intelligence, which is 12, to see if you can remember like the floor plan of the cobbler's establishment.
Okay.
So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can put /R space 3d6, or
Mm-hmm.
you can go over on the left hand side and go all the way down to the bottom. There's like a d20 at the bottom, and you can slide it over to d6, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just click on the 3 and it will roll 3d6 for you.
Like this?
Yes, and you wanted to roll a 10 or under, and you rolled a 16. So you don't remember much. I'm taping. I'm taping. I'm taping. So you don't remember much of the floor plan. You remember that you walk into the establishment and there's some kind of waiting room over to your left, and all the work is done in the back of the shop. So your options are to go there ahead of time and kind of scope it out. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
look to get a new pair of shoes, or you can kind of go with it and just check the place out as you break into it.
Okay. Um, I would definitely like to take some time to make sure I'm dressed pretty lightly for the job beforehand, before going to check it out.
Are you planning on checking it out, or are you planning on kind of just going in and looking around when no one's around, or no everyone's sleeping?
When they're sleeping.
Okay. So are you gonna be doing it this night? This night right here? Are you gonna wait a day? Are you gonna scope things out a little bit? You're gonna wait outside and see how things go?
Yeah, yeah, actually, I'd like to not jump on it too quickly. How about I spend some time looking around, just kind of seeing the entrances and the exits, all the
I can't
windows and
talk to you right
whatnot
now.
before I actually start trying to get in myself.
So what I will do here is bring you over to the cobbler. Cobbler. Let's wait for my graphics to catch up. right now.
Same here.
There we go.
I'm catching up too. Hold on.
Now you should see some lighting effects. You should see areas that are black and areas that are lit up where you can see everything. Is that what you have?
Well, at the present time, I just have a small subsection that's
Visible?
actually, yeah, it just looks like one line of visible
Yeah.
map, gravel, and then mostly black space.
Okay. And is your graphics caught up with the...
I would hope so.
All right. So as
Yeah.
you're walking by, you can see there's tables here and here, and there's stairwell going down into the basement and a stairwell going up into the cobbler's area. You can now remember that these tables over here are where he puts shoes and some other stuff, and you'll make your way around the side, and you can see there's a lot of windows that are open to the public right here, and you remember that that's the walkway. People walk in. You see that, you see his desk over here. He does his work. And once you get over to here, you can see that this is the work area where they make the shoes. There's people, you got a couple workmen over there working on some stuff. And then that is all you're going to be able to see.
Okay.
So you know that the basement has some stuff. Can't really see down into it. But you know that the living quarters is on the second floor. And you can see that looking in the window, you can see stairs here. You got stairs coming from the basement, and you got stairs going upstairs. So you feel that if you can get into the basement, you might have, that might be the least amount of noise you can make trying to get into the house.
For sure. Okay.
You feel more comfortable about it now?
I do. I really do.
Okay, so Blair had said that all you had to do was just send one of the kids over to give him a message on what day you were going to do it, and then he would meet you that night at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Copy. Okay. I'd like to do it tomorrow night.
All right. Now,
So,
you going on your character sheet.
okay. Moving over to my character sheet now.
You
All
wear.
right, I'm there.
You're not really. You don't have a lot of stuff to wear. You kind of have light. You set the light stuff: cloth and leather calf boots. You normally carry around 3 daggers. You never know what's going to happen. So you kind of feel comfortable with what you have.
Do I have to wear the boots?
You have saw-sole boots. They don't make a lot of noise on wood, so you
Okay.
think they'll be pretty fine.
Okay.
And they were made by the cobbler, so they gotta be great quality.
Fair enough.
All right, so that will lead us to. Is there anything you wish to do before this happens?
I mean, well, I was going to say maybe I could talk to somebody about the job, but I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I just thought maybe there could be someone I could talk to see if, like, hey, have you ever broken into this person's home before? Is there anything you can tell me? But if that's not an option,
You haven't heard of anyone, like you guys, you kind of hear stories of who's getting robbed and everything else, and you haven't heard anybody really go after the cobbler.
okay, gotcha.
Um,
Is there a reason why they don't go after the cobbler?
just that nothing that he's ever had has ever been worth anything to go after.
Okay, copy. All right.
You could, I mean, you could try to find one of his friends and talk him up and see if you can get any information about the upstairs, what the layout is like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does the cobbler have any known friends that go to the tavern, the local tavern?
Okay, go on your character sheet and look under communication.
Okay, let me pull that up. Character sheet, communication. Okay, I have communication up.
Okay, so I just want you to click three. I'd have when I do these things, I do them a little bit different than normal. I would say DMs. Um, I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to tell a story and not just a role playing game. So I want you to
Gotcha.
roll your intrigue 3 times, and we'll take your successes and failures as a sum and see how well you do.
And so I can do that by clicking the dice symbol three times next to intrigue.
Yes.
All right, I will do that now. One. Oh, what do I put in target modifier?
Not just 0. Just leave it at 0.
Okay, and then just hit submit.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't see what my result was,
It'll come
but
over
I'll just keep
um, on your chat
chat.
bubble. Yeah. You
Okay.
rolled really
Well, I'll
well.
just
Your first roll on this is the best roll you could roll. Just so you know.
really. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, let me just do all 3 rolls so I don't have to keep switching between chat and rolling this. Okay, that's 3.
Wow. Nice. Very nice.
Oh, I did good.
You go over to your chat bubble and you can see
Oh,
that you
wow.
rolled a critical success, a marginal failure, and a critical success. So
Okay, good.
at the wooden spoon, you were able to find one of the cobbler's friends. Heard it through one of your contacts. One of the young people that you run with knows who the cobbler
Mm-hmm.
hangs out with, and you were able to find out that upstairs there's 3 rooms, one for his daughter, one for him and his wife, and there's one with that has like a heavy sturdy door, and that heavy sturdy door is the one that goes to his study that's upstairs.
Okay.
So you think that if you had anything of value, it might be in that study.
But it's a heavy, sturdy door. It'd probably
Yes.
make noise.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. Can I buy anything that I can bring with me before I go?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of want to see if there's a place I can maybe get some oil.
Yeah, you can go to the your general store and get some oil. And you already
Okay.
have a set of lock picking tools.
Okay, good deal. Okay, let me think. Oil and hmm. I guess I can use whatever I find to prop the door and
Yeah.
hold it open if I want to. Okay, yeah, oil is really all I can think of that I would need.
Okay.
I imagine I have money as a thief.
Yeah, you got some money. Not a great
Yeah.
amount, but some. So what
Okay.
is your? You're going to send your messenger, of course. And
Mm-hmm.
what is going to be your plan of invasion for the cobbler's house?
Well, I want to try the basement lock first.
Okay.
And if I just, for some reason, just have 0 luck with the basement lock, I'll try one of the windows. But I really want to try the basement lock first.
For those watching, you can see that I have a guy named Sam that's in some of these. Sam is the male version of Sammy. They're both the same character. I have 2 versions so that if a guy's playing and wants to play a guy, you can play a guy. If a girl's playing and she wants to play a girl, she can play a girl. They don't have to. A girl could play a guy or a guy could play a girl, but I got both options for people's choices of how they want to play their character. So I've got you in the basement already, but let's get you outside first.
Okay.
And there's Sam again, and let's get Sammy out. I'm going to hit Control L to see what you can see. So you can see that their lights are on the inside, some couple torches and stuff are on, but there's no one moving. And you can you waited for there to be no foot traffic to make your little exit into the basement area. So under your what is it, craft skills, I think it's listed as.
Okay. My
Is it
craft
skills? Is it craft?
I,
Craft
I,
lore. You should have something called Lockcraft.
I do.
I want you to roll that 3 times for me.
Can do.
Okay. So it seems to be a very simple lock. You open it very quietly. This is your first time ever doing this, so you're kind of paranoid. Your heart's beating real fast. You're looking around your shoulder, make sure no one can see you. When you turn the tumblers around, they seem louder than they really are. But you're able to wiggle the lock and get at the jimmy, and the basement door opens.
Okay. Whew, all right. I tiptoe inside.
All right, let's go over to the basement, and we have you tiptoed inside.
And gently shut the door behind me.
So you get into the corner of the door, and you can see that there's some barrels and some boxes. It smells like leather, a little bit of some kind of chemical, and you can see that there is stairs going up to the main floor.
Okay. So I wait there for just a little bit just to make sure that I didn't rouse anybody. And when it feels quiet, I will start my ascension up the stairs.
All right, you wait a little while and come up to the stairs and make your way up. And this is where it's really heart-wrenching for you, because these windows are open, so anyone can look in and see.
Can I crouch?
Yes. Go on your physical skills and make me 3 stealth rolls.
Okay. You head over to physical. All right, 3 stealth rolls. Got it.
Okay. So right here, kind of catch your toe on the stairs and the railing, and you kind of do a little bit of a tumble. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for me again, and check your agility.
So do I roll it from the agility? Or no, tell you what agility is?
Yeah, just tell me what agility is.
It's 15.
All right, so roll your 3d6. We want 15 or less.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay, so you're able to catch yourself before you make too much more noise.
Oh, okay. All right. So I just kind of stand there to see if what I just did just botched the whole thing. So I'm waiting to see if I made it, if anyone woke up from what I did.
Now this is where I'm going to do this a little bit different than normal DMs. I don't know how they... Well, shouldn't say normal. I should say normally they roll on the screen for this, but I'm going to roll on my desk so I can see what the number is.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't hear any stirring upstairs.
Okay. So I'm just going to assume that's okay.
Yeah. And you're going to creep your way up to the 2nd floor, I take it.
All right, yeah.
So we get to the second floor. There's probably another Sam up there.
Hold on, it's just a black screen for me right now. Hold on.
For some reason, it's just a black screen for me too.
Maybe all the lights are off. I don't know. Oh, there it is.
You got something now?
I do. Very minimal, but something, yeah.
I don't have anything. What's going on here? All right. I didn't have. I know what happened here. Dynamic lighting is on. Okay. I don't have a few. This is the great technology of Roll20 sometimes. Okay, here we go. All right, get rid of that Sam. We got this Sam. That's great. All right, so as you come up around the corner, you can see that right here it looks like a very sturdy door, and that there's like a probably a little small foyer here. You can see that there is another door down the way.
Okay.
Now go ahead and
I'm
make me 3 stealth rolls again.
okay.
These with a
Pull up.
little more dangerous for failures.
Okay.
Boy, you feel like you tippy tapped right over to that door, and
Sweet.
you were quiet about it. Now there is some metal hinges on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I brought my oil, so I'm gonna go ahead and very quietly start working the oil over the hinges.
Okay. You get that done, and you can finally get your chance to look at the lock, and it looks pretty intricate.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to make 3 lock picking rolls, and take a -10. When it says that modifier, put -10.
All right. Let me pull up my lock craft. And when I click on the dice, I put -10 for each one.
Yep.
3 times, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. -10, submit. One more time. -10, submit. And final.
Okay. So you were able to pick it, but your lock pick got jammed in it, and you're gonna have to break the lock pick off inside. So make me 3 stealth rolls on how quiet you could be about it.
Okay.
You were very quiet on
Sweet.
doing that. So you've got it picked, but unfortunately a piece of your lock pick is in there.
Hmm. Okay. I quietly open the door.
All right. You make with your stealth rolls that you've rolled. I'll let you pick it and open it, so it's very quiet as you go in.
Okay.
Now you have a couple bookshelves in here. You have. Oh, I can't see when I do that. Can you see anything while you're in there, or is it totally
I'm
black?
actually totally black screen. I'm just kind of listening to your descriptions.
Okay, so let me do this for you. I'm just gonna cast some dim light because there's a little bit of dim light in there. We'll call it. We'll give you 10 feet of dim light.
Okay,
Does that make it better for you?
it does.
Okay. So you can, as you can see when you move around, you get your vision is only so you can't even see the door when you're up against this wall. So you got a little bit of dim
Mm-hmm.
light. You could see that there's a bookshelf over here, a chest here, his desk here, and another bookshelf over there.
Okay. That you said that was a chest.
Yes.
Can I try the chest?
It is locked.
Can the lock? Oh, my lockpick's broken. Um. Okay.
You've got other picks. You just don't have one pick. It's just one of your picks got broken.
Okay. I guess I forgot how many I actually have. Um. Yeah. Can I pick that chest?
Um, on this one, you're gonna get a +10 to pick this one. It doesn't look like a very sturdy lock. Looks like it's a lock
Okay.
just to keep just keep people out, like an old skeleton key lock.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I don't have to roll to pick that.
No, just roll with a +10, and instead of putting a
Oh,
plus, just put a 10 in that field.
okay. Sorry. So I pick the D10 and roll it.
No, go to your lock pick, and when you click at the roll, it'll ask you for a modifier. Just put a 10.
Okay. Gotcha. My luck craft. Okie dokie. 10.
Oh, don't roll a third time. You've already
Did it roll through time?
well you rolled two critical successes. So even if you rolled a critical fail, you're not gonna miss that. So yeah, you it was very smooth how you clicked this open. It didn't even feel like it was locked. You did so well.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And you slowly open it, and you'll see that there is paperwork in there, and it's
Mm-hmm.
um, all the stuff that he buys when he for the last like 10 or 15 years, invoices, stuff he's bought, leather, curing agents, tanner bill, just a bunch of mundane paperwork. Looks like he keeps it in case the city ever
Hmm.
ever needs anything.
But no brooch.
No brooch.
Hmm. Curious why he would keep that locked anyway. Okay. Um. All right. So I'll slowly kind of close the chest and I'll try the next nearest object, which looks like that sitting desk.
Okay. While you're at the sitting desk, I want you to roll. I want you to roll your awareness 3 times as you're searching through the desk.
Okay. My awareness. Oh, there it is.
All right. When you like the top pull out part of it,
Mm-hmm.
when you got your hands in, you're kind of feeling around. The top of your hand like brushes up against like something that feels like soft, like something was
Okay.
like under like strapped underneath there, like up at the top of it, and not down in the bottom of the drawer.
Okay. Something soft.
Yeah.
Okay. Like something that I can pull out,
Yeah.
or is it part of?
No, so you feel
Okay.
like you might be able to see what it is. It's kind of, it was a weird thing that's only in one spot in the drawer. Like your left hand didn't feel it, your right hand did.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Let's take a look.
All right, you pull it out, and it's a bag,
Mm-hmm.
and inside the bag, you see this: a brooch
Oh
with
my
an
goodness.
acorn and a um, little diamond.
I think that's what I need.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
I'm
So
gonna pocket it.
you pocket your little device, and you got what you came for. Now you need to make your grand escape.
Okay.
Now, as you go out the door, you know that you're not going to be able to lock it because your pick is in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a little bit of time to see if you can get that piece out and relock it, but that could be loud and could be an issue with people waking up. But it's your choice if you want to get rid of the evidence or if you don't care and just close the door.
Well, I was thinking about that. I was wondering if I could maybe coat some oil on the lock a little bit to kind of muffle the metallic noise while I
Okay.
stick my fingers in there.
All right. Go ahead and make me 3 lockcraft checks at -10
Okay. Let me do that.
because it's hard to see and you got to try to get this piece that's stuck in there.
Gotcha. I don't want to leave a trace. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that.
You're gonna need a critical success to pull you out of this. Critical failure. So
Oh,
you
great.
you actually say, "Oh, great," out loud,
Oh,
and you hear in the room uh, that's close to you just um, make an awareness check.
okay. One time.
Yeah, just make one time.
All right.
You got a good awareness.
I hope so.
All right, so you hear someone like snoring and then that's what you hear.
Okay.
Are you
Um,
sticking around to see what's going on, or are you getting it out of there as soon as?
um, let me go to the middle of the stairwell just in case somebody wakes up.
Yeah. Are you
And
gonna
then
wait
if I
to
don't,
see if a door starts turning, or are you just gonna go down the steps?
I'm going to the middle of the stairwell
Yeah.
to see if somebody's getting up from what I did.
All right. So you wait there for a little while, and you don't see anybody come out.
Okay. I'm going back to the door to get my key. My broken lockpick out.
You think it's jammed in there? It's not coming out. You didn't make
Oh,
one success, and you critically failed. So it's kind of jammed. You kind of jammed it in there even farther. You think
oh my.
maybe that they'll think that the lock is broken and nothing was involved.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'm just gonna take that L and I'm gonna go down the stairs very quietly,
All right,
and I'm gonna.
go ahead and make me 3 stealth checks on your way out.
Okay, fine. All right. Oh my gosh, my fingers are shaking. Don't want to mess this up.
Okay, so you almost trip going down the steps because you're kind of looking over your shoulder and not paying attention to what you're doing, and you make it out of the house and into the streets.
Okay.
So now the last thing you have to do is just wait till 2 o'clock and meet Blair over at a city park.
All right, can do.
All right. So you go to the park and you can see that Blair is there, sitting over at a park bench, but his head looks to be at a weird angle, and there's a guy next to him.
Hmm.
Make your
That's
awareness check.
yeah, that's odd. Okay. All right.
You could just leave it at that. You did well enough. So,
Okay.
um, this guy over here is you recognize him as Ed, and Ed is one of your fellow thief members, and for some reason he's standing next to Blair, and he waves you over.
Is Blair moving?
No,
Hmm. Okay. And Ed already saw me.
yeah,
Okay, well, I guess let me just march over there.
all
Is
right,
my icon on the screen? Hold on.
yeah, right
Oh,
here.
there she is. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and
All right.
make me another awareness check.
Sure.
Okay, so over here, you think that there's someone else here, and
Okay.
make me a 3d6 roll versus your intelligence, which is 10. So you
Okay.
want 10 or less.
All right. A 3d6.
So you made it. So Ed
Sweet.
has a buddy named Hank, and they do everything together. They do all their theming together. These guys are not second story men like you are. These guys are thugs. They if someone took a loan out, they go and collect it, and they're not very nice men. So there is a
Hold
shadow
on.
over here, and with making your intelligence, you think it's probably Ed's buddy.
Wait a minute. They want my brooch, don't they? Okay. I don't really feel super comfortable just kind of walking up to that situation right now. But should I just kind of ask Ed, like, "Hey, what are you doing
You
here?" Or maybe I call out to Blair or something like, "Blair, what's going on?"
so you kind of stop right there, and Ed tells you, "Come on, Sam. Come on, Sammy. Um, step forward."
mm, mm, mm.
And I know what you have, and
Uh,
and Blair here, owes me a favor here, so kind of owes me money, and that brooch that you have is will cover it.
mm. Uh, well, maybe I can convince Ed that to let B and Blair settle up and I can maybe steal for Ed so that I can give him money that Blair owes him and kind of just smooth things out.
So you're gonna get closer to Ed. You're gonna see what
Yeah.
Blair's condition is.
Yeah, I think it's time we see what Blair's condition is.
So go ahead and show me how close you're gonna get.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this.
Okay. So Blair's got a pretty big knot on the side of his head where it looks like he got hit with a club, and he's
Mm-hmm.
out cold.
Okay. Um.
Well, well, Sammy, I see you're kind of hesitant in this. I mean, it's real simple. You already see what I did to Blair when Blair didn't want to play fair. He owes me money. I want that money. You've got the brooch. I want the brooch.
But this is for his wife. How about you just let me steal some money for you?
I don't care who it's for.
Mm,
And
come on, Ed. You
at
gotta hug.
at this point right now, you can see that Hank make me awareness check.
Okay.
All right, you can see that Hank is kind of trying to like skirt around. It's kind of hard because of this light being on, but he's kind of moved over to this bush over here,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get closer to you as Ed is telling like waving you to come forward. So at this point, your character knows that um, this is like a dangerous game you're playing with these two guys. So you're getting to the point where it's either fight or flight. So tell me how
Mm-hmm.
your character is going to react to this.
Well, I mean, are they like my betters? Like, do I have to respect them because they've been in the Thieves Guild too?
You
Or is it
know,
every man?
you
Oh,
know that this is unprecedented because when you're given a job, another thief is not supposed to be doing anything. Like they should not
okay.
be shaking you down for something that Blair owes them money for. Because the way he said it, that Blair owed Ed money, not the Thieves Guild, Ed money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bolt. I'm gonna make a run for it because I can't take both of them.
You don't think you can take both of them?
Well, I mean, aren't they like giant brutish
Well,
men?
they're brutish as in any man. You're a capable fighter. You could, if you wanted to, you could start chucking daggers at them.
Oh my
You
goodness.
could get the upper hand right now and just throw a dagger or two and try to take one of them out.
Am I allowed to kill other thieves guild members?
Um, they're threatening you, and
Okay.
they're not doing the thieves guild work. Seems to be
Okay.
this. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
3d6 under 10.
Okay. 3D6.
So you almost made it. So their story to you doesn't sound right. You can't figure out what is wrong, but there's something not right.
Okay.
Like you know for a fact that that Ed said that he owed him money, and that's not something that is normal. So you can either leave Blair there and to his knocked outness, or you can see how much of a fight these two want to put up.
Mm, I don't really want to leave Blair, but okay. Can I intimidate?
Um, you think you can try to intimidate, but since there's two of them, you're probably going to have to do something to prove that you can that your words mean something. You know what I mean?
So I'm basically going to tell Ed that he knows this is not how it works, and that I feel like he's trying to take advantage of my naivete or whatever. And I'm going to throw a dagger with precision right at the front of his foot. So like I'm not going to harm him, but just to show that I'm accurate. You know, I mean business. He needs to move along.
All
That's
right.
what I want to do.
So go ahead and make a roll me two rhetoric rolls, and then make me a throwing roll.
Okay, so 2 rhetoric rolls.
All right, you sound real serious with your threats.
Uh
Now let's
huh.
see how accurate your throwing is.
Oh gosh, I hope it's accurate.
So
Oh god.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a D3. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a D4. This is what I'm gonna roll. This is the D4 is gonna be. A 1 is gonna be his left foot. A 2
Okay.
is gonna be you hit his left foot.
Oh no.
A 3 is gonna be his right foot, and a 4 is gonna be you hit his right foot. So you like put it way past his left foot. Like it like skittered like way back here. It goes by his left foot, and he starts to draw a weapon as if you threw a weapon at him and you just totally gift it. Totally did not do it right. So
Nope.
highlight, click on your token, and then over in the top right there is an initiative button. I want you to hit your initiative.
I have an initiative button.
Yeah, you have an initiative button.
Where's okay? So I clicked on me, and I have a blue circle, a green circle, a red circle,
No, up in click
and
on
then
you. Yes, you do. So up in now look on your screen up in the top left, over by your arrow key. You should see two things. One says damage roll and one says INIT.
okay. Let me see. No. Oh, you mean on my character profile sheet, right?
It can you have no, you should be able to see it. It's going to be right in this area right here.
Um,
Do you have your character highlighted?
I do. I clicked on her, and I got all those circles and whatnot. I have something called a turn order pop up.
Yeah, right above it. You don't see two buttons, one saying damage and one saying INIT.
I wish I don't see that.
Oh, weird, because
Let's see.
I see it on my screen.
Is there an alternative way I can roll this for you, or
Yeah, I can roll it for you. I'll just do
sweet?
that. I'll roll it for you. Even better.
TY.
Okay, so now I'm going to ascend this order, descending order. You have initiative over these two. These guys are, stronger guys. They might be a little stronger than you, but they're not as quick as you. So
Mm-hmm.
you can throw another dagger. You can step
Okay.
forward and swing.
So after I realized that my action did not really back up what I just said, I'm going to take a step back out of range from them.
All right.
So how far back can I move?
Are you
Or
like
can I
taking
just
off, or are
start
you
running?
gonna throw a dagger?
I kind of want to take off.
You can, this is just a sampling of what can happen. Like you could take
Oh,
off
fair enough.
anytime you want to. You could just throw your dagger and stand your ground right now, just to see what happens. And then if it goes bad, then you can
Okay.
jet.
Okay, fine. That's a good point. All right, okay, so I'm like, just kidding. I'm actually good at this, and I try to throw the dagger again.
So now on your character sheet, since you're actually trying to
Okay,
hit him with something, now you're going to go to your dagger skill.
okay.
So in
Let
the
me
middle of
click
your
out.
character is weapons. And you're going to see dagger. And there's going to be an AML and a DML.
Okay, looking for dagger, and it looks like I got a couple daggers, but the first dagger, my ML. Or you say AML or DML, or you want both?
AML is attack mastery level, and DML is your defensive mastery level.
Okay, they're actually both the same number, and it's 84.
Okay, so that's fine. So go ahead
Okay,
and click on your AML, and that will be your attack roll.
click on my ML. Okay,
AML, yeah.
AML. Sorry. All right, submit.
So you had a martial failure, and he's going to try to make a dodge against it. And he was able to move to the side and not get hit.
Wow.
You still have another dagger on you.
Oh my goodness.
So this guy can move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy gets to here, and this guy gets to here. Now, when this guy gets
Oh
to
my god.
here and he engages you, you both are going to make an initiative roll. So on your combat sheet, on your skills under combat, there's an initiative. Go ahead and make that roll.
Okay, under combat, just one roll.
Okay, so now he stepped up to you. Now, normally it was his initiative, but because he rolled a marginal fail and you rolled a marginal success, you actually get to swing at him first. He does actually get a swing
Okay.
this turn. You get it. So you go ahead and you get a tactical advantage from this. So there's only one. You only get one swing. So even if he does something weird and he gives you another one, this is going to be the end of it. So go ahead and roll your AML again.
Okay. And for a dagger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a martial success. So he's gonna try to block it with this club,
Okay.
and he succeeds. Now I'm not gonna do weapon quality checks, but that's what it is. So now it is back to your turn. Now if you want to keep distance away from this other guy, you can go here so so you can keep your distance, and you
Yep.
can swing again.
Yeah, I want to keep him in between me and him, the other guy. Okay. Yeah, I'll swing again.
Let's go ahead and roll your dagger.
Okay.
Now he's going to try to dodge this one. and he rolls a marginal fail. So now what you're going to do,
Mm.
you see when you click on your character, you don't see the damage roll at all up here?
Um, actually, it's now packing up. It's now just now popping up. Yes.
Okay. So click on that damage roll.
Okay.
Now what does it say?
Well, I get something that says input value and then target location medium.
Okay, so you're going to leave it on medium and hit OK.
All right.
Now what does it say?
Weapon impact value at 0.
Okay, so you have a dagger, and your dagger should have a puncture value. So go to your weapon, and you're going to
Okay.
see attack, ATK, defense, HM, B for blunt, E for edge, and P for piercing. Under the piercing one, the dagger should have a score. And I want to say it's 5, but I'm not positive.
Yep. It's
5.
for P. It's
Yep.
5.
So put 5 there and hit enter.
Okay.
And then it's going to, if it's on 1d6, click enter again. And this is going to
Okay.
be your combat result.
Weapon impact type.
Is going to be puncture. So you just
Okay.
click the
Let
arrow
me
and put it on P.
Okay.
Wow. So you hit him in the left thigh. The hit, if you hit him in the face, it would have been his cheek, but you didn't. You hit him in the left thigh. You did 5 points
Okay.
of piercing, and your impact from your 1d6 was a 6. So you did 11 piercing to him.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Now, he has... Now, if you go to your character, on the bottom it says armor protection. You see that? Character sheet
On
the
my
bottom,
yeah
armor protection.
yeah. Let me pull that up. At the very no, that's magic and religion. Where's armor protection?
It'd be just above.
Yeah, I'm
that.
at armor.
Now, if you
Yeah,
go
I'm
to thigh and you look for puncture, you'll have a number there. And what you do is you minus that number from the damage. So you did 11. He's wearing cloth leggings. So he took 10 to the thigh. And that's going to give him a serious cut to his thigh.
Okay.
So I'm going to add this injury to his thigh. It's an S3. And I just got to make a stumble roll.
Okay.
So he didn't fall from the attack. He didn't fall from being hit in the thigh. But now he's going to make a shock roll. Okay, and he didn't succumb to shock. So he's still up. So
Okay.
number 2 comes over here to attack. And number 2 is going to swing his club at you. Now, what is your dagger skill?
It is. My dagger skill.
It's the AML.
84, I think.
84. So you got a good skill for this. What is your dodge?
My dodge.
If you go up to the combat profile, just a little bit up and over to the left, you have a dodge score. What does that say?
The ML for dodge says 75.
Okay, so if you go to combat profile down a little bit, just above your weapons, you'll have a dodge score there. So it's probably 75. So you feel that you probably have the best chance of defending yourself is going to be to use your dagger to block. So
Okay.
you are now outnumbered 2-1. So he's going to get a plus 10 to hit you. And he's going to aim high. He's going to take an aim high, so he's even with this skill. Now, when you do your DML, and it says target modifier, you're going to put a minus 10, because now you're outnumbered 2-1. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and he gets a martial success. Now go ahead and roll your DML, and when that window pops up, put a minus 10.
Okay. Minus 10.
So you failed. So now
Mm.
he's going to roll damage. And he
Oh
went
my good.
high. And his impact on his club is only 3 blunt. We got 1d6. It's going to be blunt damage. And he cracked you in the skull for 5 points of damage.
Oh.
So, what is your B protection for skull? Probably 1 at the best if you had a hood.
Okay. So my protection for skull.
I'm going to pull your character up for you. Because I'm going to have to add a injury. So your skull, you are wearing a cloth hood. So under your armor protection, your skull, you see your skull says cloth, and it says 1 in B, 1 in E, 1 in P, and 1 in F.
Yeah.
So instead of taking 5, which was a big hit, you only took 4. So instead of a serious wound, you took a minor wound.
That's kind of good, I
No,
guess.
it's really good. It could have been a lot worse. One
I
more,
mean,
and it
I've
would have
had
been.
hit
I
in the
mean,
face.
if you rolled a 6, it would have been a 9. You still would have been safe. So now your skills are going to be down by 5. So
Uh,
now number 1 is going to swing at you, but number 1. Um, Number 1 already made an attack against you. He had a -5. I think I put. Okay, so that was 1. I think I put the wound on the wrong guy. Did I? Bandit Club 1. Yeah, he should have had a lot more minus than -5. Oh, modifier -10. Yep. Okay. He still hit you even with all those wounds. So number 2 is going to swing at you now. That was number 1. So number 2 will swing.
uh,
And he's aiming high also. So he'll get a straight roll. And you're going to be doing yours at -10. So he rolled a marked success. So go ahead and roll your DML and put a -10 there. You still have a good score.
okay.
You just got to roll under it.
Hold on, my character sheet went away for some reason. Hold on.
Sammy Black, why are you at -10 modifier? That was you. Let me look at your character real quick. Did you have a wound on there from before? No. Oh, that's your physical modifier. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
It's not letting me. Hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me get into my character. Oh, there it is. That was weird. Okay, what is going on here? The bubble made itself really small. Okay. Just 1 on my DML,
Yeah, just
but -10.
-10. Yeah.
Alright, -10 on the DML. If it'll let me. Okay.
Okay, so you block it. Good. Now it's going to be
Good
your
deal.
turn. Now the way to do this is kind of you can always move 5 feet without getting attacked.
Okay.
So you could move here and not get attacked by this guy. Or you could just stay there because they're not getting any bonuses to their defense. So you're going to be at full attack. You're only -10 for defenses, and this number 1 guy's already been hit once. So you can go
Okay.
ahead and
I
swing.
mean, so You're saying I can move 5 feet and swing in my same turn?
Yeah, or you could just stay there. Right now, you got it
I,
so that the if you wanted to jump in the river, you could jump in the river and get away.
oh, okay. Um, well, they'll probably chase me at
They
this
might.
point. I mean, I'm kind of in it now. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like incapacitate
All right,
this dude in front of me.
the one that you already hit. Okay, go ahead and
Yeah.
make your dagger attack, just a straight dagger attack.
Okay. Hopefully, the character sheet will pull up without problems. Okay. What is going on?
If you have another monitor or something, it'd be a good idea to hook it up to your computer. That way, you can put your
That might.
character sheet on the other monitor, and you can just have it up.
Okay.
That's what I do. I have
You
two
said
monitors. Your
that might
dagger
be nice.
attack.
So you
So
said
you got a martial success on your dagger. So this guy's
okay.
gonna roll his DML, and he rolled a marginal fail on
Hmm.
his. So you hit him again. So go back over your damage roll and put your information in. Just a medium hit.
Okay. So weapon impact value
5,
5,
yep. 1d6.
and then point.
Yeah.
Submit.
You hit him in the left thigh again.
Okay. Did it do something this time?
This time he took an S2. You're really working that thigh. Took an S2. Now this is not going to be easy for him.
Hmm.
So he makes a success. 1 + 5. All right, and then he's going to make a shock roll. And he's going to fail that. That guy must have rolled really low. Okay, so this guy right here falls unconscious from your hit.
Okay. Okay.
Now because he stumbled, you normally would get a tactical advantage on him, but since he fell unconscious, there's nothing giving. So I'm gonna put
Okay.
the old KO sign, which is this little symbol right here. Now I'm going to make a check on this guy's will. He's got a will of 10. Seen his buddy just get dropped. I'm gonna roll 3d6. And I have to roll a 10 or less to stay in the situation. No. He beats feet. He takes off, leaving his unconscious buddy there.
Wow.
So what ends up happening
Okay.
is after Blair eventually will wake up, he will tell you that Ed and Hank had been working him for money outside the Thieves Guild, and that Ed and Hank were actually stealing from the Thieves Guild by not sharing what they were getting from Blair. And they were trying to get a
Wow.
score here and get out of town because the brooch you have is worth a lot of money. But you're able to foil that. So Hank is nowhere to be found, but Ed is turned over to the Thieves Guild, and some very bad things are going to be happening to Ed. But you will get paid for your job. Blair's happy, not happy about getting the lump on his head. Um, you're
Mm.
you didn't take a very big hit, just the small bruise to the to the skull, but you were able to defeat your adversary and do a good job for the Thieves Guild.
All right.
Well, I hope you had fun. I hope that
I did.
you got a little bit of experience with Roll20 and a little bit of experience with Harn. It's a very gritty game. Really like the combat because it really gives a good feel of what can happen, not just hit points and once you're at zero you're down. Well,
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you liked it, and thanks to our player character here playing Sammy. And you guys have a great night.